Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, today is day 13 of the 30-day superhero drawing challenge. And today I had to decide which character I was going to use. And I want to try to go through everybody that I've drawn already. Um, and I decided I was going to work on this character right here. He's a giant, however, he is uh, what is the word? He's got the body of a little person, and he's always the fool for this one particular goddess. And I'm like, you know what? Let me show his badass side. So I decided I was going to draw him. And as I was drawing him, I was coming up with different ideas on him. Now, what he could be doing. So what he does is he pretty much draws tarot cards. He carries tarot cards around him, and he is, I want to say, a goddess's caretaker, maybe. I don't know. He's got a weird relationship with another goddess who's a lot stronger and a lot bigger than he is. And she tasks him to go and stir things up on Earth. So every now and then he'll come up to our protagonist who can see him. Everybody else can't really see him that well, and start stirring up trouble. He makes her draw a card, whether she wants to or not. And the cards are all completely random. They're nothing like regular tarot cards. And the one that he's drawn, or rather I've picked out from SeventhSanctum.com, is Seven of Chains. I wanted something that was going to be heavy for him to bind, and I decided I was going to do these beholder type things that patrol the neighborhood. Maybe they get on his nerves when he's out visiting. So this is his little act of revenge or defiance or something like that. So I'll show you how I got to this point and just do a quick replay here. I love this iPad stuff. Okay, so I wanted to think more in terms of like when I start to do the comic book in panels and stuff like that, because it's like I'll see what I want play out in my mind, and now it's all about trying to get it to do what I want it to do, tell the story that I want to tell, without actually have written it down. But I'm trying to get into that more storytelling style. So I decided I was going to use the little guy here, the little big guy, and pretty much it's a pretty good demonstration of his power. So I wanted to do like one of those panels where it's really big on top, and then an over the shoulder view of what the hell he's doing. And it almost looks like these little strings are binding whatever we see in front of us, which they are. And I think I'll change them into chain type shapes. Um, and I was thinking about taking the same image and bringing it into a different program and seeing what the outline would look like in that, like where it's vector. But I couldn't decide, or I still can't decide, if I want to do it while I am in the midst of drawing it, or while I am coloring it, like color it first and then bring it over. So and do the outlines that way. So what I decided to do, I'm going to try it the other way. I'm going to make my outlines in another program. So I've already grabbed this image, and I'm going into this vector program here, and I'm going to use some of the techniques that I learned from a person that traces Instagram type pictures and stuff like that, and see if I can get away with doing what he does. And let's see, I got the size. I'll bring that down. We'll bring it down a little bit smaller, and then let's see, change the, oops, what I do. Okay, I want the taper, and then I want to change that to turn these off, and then we'll bring the taper down just a bit, and this might give it more of a cartoony look. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I think I'll have this eye come down a little bit further. Thing I hated about this program is I can't do the same thing as I do in Procreate, where let's see, I want this to be lower, where I could like select things and move things up and move things down and stuff like that. Procreate has a lot more tools to play with. With this, it's like if it's not on a different layer, I have to copy the layer, delete everything that's on that layer, and then redraw it. So it's for this program, it's better to go ahead and draw it the way I want, and then come back into this and see if I can edit it. It should give me much cleaner lines, much cleaner for practice, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Knock on wood. And then what I'll do is once I got my line straight, and I could probably just do my flats here too. Yeah, I definitely like the line work here. So once I come back into the other program, it should be nice and clean lines here. Let's give it a little bit of a shag here. Now I think his costume of choice is going to be the pug. He looks pretty good as a pug. So I think what the world sees is a big giant pug, but our protagonist, she can see a man in a dog costume, but everybody else sees a giant cuddly pug. And while I was drawing off screen, I was trying to record the process, but I didn't record my voice, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. So I decided to go live even though I'm not feeling very well, so I might punk out at any time. So this might be a short video. See, here's the downside to this not being Procreate. I don't get the same, like if I hold it, it doesn't become a straight line. So I think I won't outline that. Let's see. See, I'm almost done. This is cool. Yeah, there's certain things in this program that Procreate doesn't have, and there's a lot that Procreate, well, there's a few things that Procreate does, well, a lot of things that Procreate does way better than this program, but I just cannot beat what I can do with the lines because it's vector. Let's see, and I don't think I have the tapping, so let me just bring that in. Okay, tilt his arms here. And just create some chains. Oops. And while I was drawing offline, with the whole point of it was I had was coming up with different alignments for these guys, for all the characters, and they're realistic alignments. So like if you ever played D&D, you know, you've got neutral good and neutral evil, and you know, lawful good, lawful evil, and then you have chaotic good, chaotic evil. I decided to do some random alignments for my characters, and gosh darn it, if a lot of them are not friggin' accurate, it's freaking scary. So his alignment, when I had done it, let's see, his alignment was, let's see, I put it on everybody's little profile here. Let's see. Well, let me go through the top here and then come down. Like the two people sharing the body, the two aliens, one of them is stinky evil, and that's Roki, and then Rake is neutral frugal. So I can see where neutral frugal will help out a lot when you are working and running a business. Stinky evil, not so much. For the guy that handles the vile butterflies, Buxton Peaks, he is unappreciated good. That's his alignment. So Ixnay on the evil A. But his wife, I made her lawful horny. And I got these randomly. I'll show you the, let's see, I still got it up in Seventh Sanctum. Here we go. Here we go. Let me pop it on in here real quick. Yeah, so do I need another? I'm trying to decide, do I need another one? Like this one here is Chaotic Kleptomaniac. That is tight. Here's another one, Faked Neutral. That would be so cool. So if you get a chance, hop on into Seventh Sanctum and run down through the comments. They will, some of them will have you cracking up. So like I just rolled one alignment for each character. And this one here is Lawful Naive. Let's see, another one would be, I need to come up with one with my other character. I got Lawful Cuddly, you know, so a lot of fun. And it's supposed to be considered realistic alignment generator. Character alignments you'd really expect to see or may actually be. I wonder what, let me give myself one here. Here we go. I'm neutral stingy. Yeah, that's me. I'm neutrally stingy. Let's see. It's almost like, oh, here we go. Chaotic frigid. I'm frigid, damn it. Let's see. Chaotically so. That would be terrible for somebody who's married. Or good, depending on who your spouse is. Let's see. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was doing that, and I'm like, you know what? I really should go live. I'm like, but what if I have to run to the bathroom? I'm like, well, it is what it is. If it happens, it happens. It'll just be one of those live streams that'll just be cut off in the moment. Yeah, I was crazy sick on Friday, but I stuck it out. I was a trooper. I was a stupid trooper, but I was a trooper. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is only 6. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to have one kind of crossover. So on top of, so I guess if anybody got a hold of his cards, maybe they would have these powers as well. That's a thought. I can't see him losing his cards. But then again, you know, I don't know what the future holds. And I guess I don't want this particular story to just be like out of control. I need to, you know, kind of rein it in. I do like the randomness though. And it goes with some of the what's the word tutorials that I've come across where they say, you can write by the seat of your pants, like Stephen King, or you create these interesting characters and throw them into like these crazy situations, and then from there write them out of it if you can. Um, so like maybe you just don't know what's happening until the very end. So that's a thought. Let me do some erasing. Make sure my eraser is small. I learned that the hard way. That when you're in this program, you definitely have to be aware of the brush that you're using. Now, this is one of the things I like about Adobe. What is this? I forgot what this is called. Adobe Draw. What I like about this one is that you can switch back to your brush. You can use different brushes um, without having to come back to your brush. It changes, or you want to use a different size brush, but then you have to go back and reset it, that sort of thing, and it's a pain in the butt. But this one you can select up to 6 brushes. I think it's 6. 1, 2, 5 brushes, with the 6 being, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 brushes, with the 6th one being an eraser, and handle your business. But coloring is not as much fun as it is in Procreate. A lot more work in this program. So if I was doing like an anime, or manga rather, sorry, where you're doing the flat shading and you're keeping it very simple, I could see where it'd be pretty easy to do. Because you're not blending colors. It's just like one color here and there. But I like to blend my colors. I like to smear, and I can't do that in this program. We are solid. Let's see, this is going through like this. That's another thing that I don't like, is sometimes I get these little random dots that appear. Okay, he's gone now. Okay. Make this a little bigger. But it still looks impressive when it is when it's colored, because it's vector. Let me bring that down. Let's see, I want that one. Let's see. And then I would be messing with the opacity and whatnot to try to get what I want out of this. Let me see if I can go back. Just want to get rid of certain things. No! Sometimes it overthinks. Don't want to overthink. No overthinking. But I do like the line quality in this more than I do Procreate's. Even though my line work sucks. I'm gonna make this the same color neon as the card. But it's cool to use both of them together. Once it goes into Procreate, it's no longer vector. It becomes like JPEG or whatever I'm using. But I found that if I do a picture, I can export it as like a PNG or a TIFF or something like that, and it's transparent, which is pretty cool. And I don't have to set it to a different version or something crazy like that. Okay, so let's get some circles in here, and my circles suck, so I'm going to try to use this shape thing. I'm not very good at it. Let me see if I can. And I found that if I make the canvas itself bigger or smaller rather than trying to monkey with this here, sometimes I get lucky and get the right size. Okay, smaller, smaller, bigger. Okay, that's better than nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and outline that. Okay. See if we can get in there again. Make another shape. Make it about good enough for government work. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay, and then let's see. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's number 7. Okay, make the circle. Let's see, and we'll just slide over. There we go. Close enough. All right. Let's get this last chain in there. And I am not going to monkey with the little circles in the center here. I'll go ahead and do those another time. Let's see. Come on. So hard to grab this thing. Grab! There we go. I can feel my iPad getting all warm and junk. Come on, you. Okay, just let me get in there. Come on. I'm like rubbing the screen trying to make it enlarged. There it is. It can't keep up with me. Can't touch this. Okay, so we'll have this one come out the back here. Let's do a little bit of erasing. Wow, 722 with the death toll. That is nuts. Let me see. Let me erase a little bit. Don't really need this line. All right, so we have that going on. I'm wondering if I should throw more emphasis in his face here. Let's see, let me zoom out. Ugh! I hate when I do that. See, I've already got a little dot there. Okay, alright. Okay, so let's do this last part. Well, I guess this wouldn't be the last part. Let's see. And just kind of have it going this way. You have the dog collar. We'll just kind of have him be with lots of folds and stuff like a pug would have. Have this be a googly-eyed type of pug. Get a little bit of eraser going here. Stupid sneaky dots. I got them all over the place. God, I love these lines. Nah, I'm not going to play myself like that. I'll use the Procreate to do that one. Okay. And give him a little tail that flops over. I'm super, damn it. Let's see if I can get these to close up. This is fun, doing the little folds. All right. Hey, Tatted Hearts. Let's see. Yeah, the hardcore technical stuff, I'll go ahead and let that be done with Procreate. Come on, you. I'm trying to squeeze it downwards. Not bad, not bad. So let's get rid of this layer. We really don't need it. Let me erase a few things. So much better than if I was in Procreate. Okay. I'm going to throw more folds on here. So there we go. But I like how it looks with the under colors and textures and stuff like that. These lines here, I should draw how it's wrapping around these things. Let's see, just do it random here. Just kind of have it wrap around. And like the next one, I would have, the next panel, I would have, let's see, I would totally have him like holding the chains and then asking, so where do you want these? And I think what would be funny is that with him doing this, maybe he's saving their life from something and not being an ass, not just an ass. Let's see. I need to zoom in. I'm gonna do a quick chain. Come on, you. Be nice. Okay. Crap. Maybe I should have did that on a different layer. Let's see. That way I can erase these things when I'm done with them. Let's see. Oops. Okay. So we'll do the chains of these right here and see if I can go pretty quick. It doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be. But I was thinking about my main character and how some of these other characters would interact with her. And so far, I've gotten up to the aliens, how they will work with her. But it also leads me into drawing other characters that I haven't come up with yet or introduced to you guys yet. So, and I'm trying not to make it to where only adults can read it. You know, just kind of make it people friendly. I don't know. I just want to go where the story takes me, or my little rabbit ass mind takes me. Now I could totally see this guy in the host club. Let's see if it's going like that. I need. So I'm here for the ambiance. As boobs go by or something like that. Or maybe he'll be there on furry night. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Come on. So many chains. Why did I pick chains? Why didn't I pick rope? No greeting, Kim. No greeting, as Julie would say. Uh, it's like no whining. No whining, no complaining. Okay, so there we were, drawing. Now, another thing I was thinking about doing is Chocolate City, I think they're called Chocolate City Comics. They're doing, what is it called? Fusions for African American Month. Or, yeah, and Black History Month. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to participate. Where they're taking two black characters and combining them, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a sec. That's on the other layer. Let's see, it's not on that layer. It's on this layer. Okay, let me pop on over. In Instagram, I was looking at that going, ooh, I could do blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And they'd already been done. So I'm like, I want to do my own characters. I want to do somebody else. Let me see if I can find it. Wait for it to load. Let's see, chocolate. See, maybe it'll be down here. And I thought it was so cool what they'd come up with, but they were mostly male that they were doing. I think they did like maybe 2 females, and I'm all about female empowerment. Show me the women kicking ass, combining. Let's see. Crap, it's really buried. Let's see, this is Flojits. Maybe it's after this one. Crap. I must have been like digging deep in this thing. There it is. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over because I got like some racy stuff on my Instagram. But I thought this was so tight. They take 2 different black characters. I'm not sure who this is, but that's what's his name, Cyborg, and then combined to make this guy. And I'm like, oh, that looks sweet. And it's the Melanin Fusion Art Challenge. Apparently they've done this before, and let's see if I can find. Is it Melanin Power? They got so many of these things here. I can't remember where I found it. Was it under this one? Oh, there it is. Melanin Fusion Art. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if there's one here. I don't want to go digging again. This is so user unfriendly. I hate Instagram the way they got it set up. Come on. And it won't go back. I want to go back. Nope. See? User frickin' friendly. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I'll see if I can find it again and show you all the other guys that they had done. I gotta wait for my computer to pull its head out of its ass. And I figured once I was done with my my daily superhero challenge thing, maybe I could do one for fun. Whoops. These should be getting smaller. I could probably reduce them in the other program. And then this chain has to go in this direction. Okay, let's see. For some of you who are just joining me, I'll go ahead and do a quick replay. This is where I am just doing some. Let's see if I can remember. It's been a while since I've done this with this one. Here's I'm tracing over my image. There's the time lapse, and you can see where I've been so far, and I'm just trying to find that video, or not video, rather, that art. Oh, I hate this. Make my finger tired. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling down the river. Got strip it to the left, almost there. Strip it to the right. Well, thank goodness not everything disappears. There we go. Chocolate City Comics Melanin Fusion Art Challenge. And let me click on it. All right. Okay. So we're done with that. All right. Let me get into done. And then I found it again. Looks like there's some pictures on the side, I think. There we go. Oh, they just zoom in. And they have to be in this kind of format. You've got the two separate, them touching, and then their final, where they're together. Let me see. There we go. Melanin Fusion Art. Here we go. They're pretty cool. This is, oh, somebody was thinking about doing Max from Batman and number 5 from Kids Next Door. Let's see, somebody took the chick from Kim Possible, and I guess, I don't know what her name is. I don't watch that cartoon. And then you got what was that, Chris, what's his name? Some of these are cool, and I love Static. That is tight. But not a lot of females. Somebody combined Spawn with Storm, and I'm like, man, I want to do Storm. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell this is. I don't know. I looks almost the same. I don't see the fusion. Confusion, huh? Let's see, this one here, that one's tight. I think his name was Gerald, and what's his name? That's funny. I like the poses. That is tight. Okay, now we can kind of see what's going on there. This one with Huey this time? Let's see. Ooh, so I used a lens flare. Yeah, and this is through sand to hand niche. I'm not sure. Um, so pretty cool. So maybe he kind of like set it so that I think he should have made it into a female. Okay, that's enough of that. Next. They got Trump and what's her face, and then we got Kanye. I feel like Pablo. I have no idea. Okay, and there's the one we just saw. So they got like 24 posts of this stuff. This one they didn't follow it. They just made somebody combined. Soul Train Punisher. So it's the Punisher with, I guess, the guy from Soul Train? Shaggy Beat Shaggy? I forget his name. Let's see. And then, let's see. Kevin, what's his face? I don't know. I don't care. Kevin Hart. That's what his name was. Okay. Now, I thought that was cool. These are two of my favorites. And they got this. I would have made the hair like crazy. I wonder if we can get it bigger. It looks like that's the best I can do. But yeah, Static and Black Samurai, Afro Samurai. That would be cool. I like the tendrils that are going on in it as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, all right. But I was thinking about maybe contributing, but I don't know what I'd want to do. Okay, another person did Static, and I'm not sure. Oh, okay, Melanin Fusion, Avdol, and Static Shock. I should have read the Jaquan Watley. Looks pretty good. And then let's see who's next. Okay, we've seen that one. And I think that's it. Just one woman. I'm like, come on. Two women. We need more sisters. Let's see. But yeah, I'm always going to love the ones with Static in it. That's pretty tight. Let's see. The guy from Young Justice, Aqualad. That's what his name was. Aqualad. And then Static. That's pretty cool. But maybe later. I've just got to figure out what females I want to do. Somebody's already done some of the other ones. Let's see. Let me get out of this. You guys don't want to look at my stupid Instagram. Let me get out of that. All right. Yeah, but I definitely want to do something that nobody else is doing. Because I'm weird like that. Weird like that. I'm weird like that. I'm weird like that. I'm weird like that. Let me see if I can do... Let's get rid of some of these before I forget. Just want to get rid of these lines. And you gotta throw those beholder eyeballs out as well. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Oh, wrong layer. That's on the wrong layer. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. Go back. No, it's not. It's not okay. It's more work. That was cool though. If you guys have any ideas of black female superhero, I was thinking about Riri, who's going to be the, what is it called, new Iron Man, Iron Woman. But I still need to come up with another one, and I want to do like somebody who's like well known. Storm is the most recognizable, but I think they did her twice on there, if I'm not mistaken. Let me get on the right one here. Just want to zoom in. And I think I need to give some limits to his power here, using the tarot cards. Like maybe the effects only last as long as it's in his hand. And if he drops it or the card gets destroyed, the effects are gone. That's a thought. And maybe he can combine the power using two cards if he pulls two cards at once. And I think he should be badass. Every now and then, if he ends up dropping the cards, maybe if he steps on them, maybe he might be able to use all of the powers at once. But that might send him out of the realm, out of the world, for a while. So there may be a price to pay for how many cards he uses at once. So I could see where he'd be a little bit more cautious about using all the cards. But I think he should pull them at random. I don't think he should be able to cycle through them and pick the ones that would benefit him. That's just not how it works. Cards will give you what you are entitled to, or what you've earned. And maybe not even what you've earned. It could be it's what they've earned. I think I want to connect these two. No, because there are 7 individuals here. I was going to combine these two. Don't be lazy. Draw your damn chains. And I figure maybe they'll go to a size that he could handle once they're in his hands. I need to move this out this way. Or maybe when I'm in Procreate, I'll make them a little smaller. Because this link here is way smaller than this link. So I'm thinking that maybe they'll get as big as he needs them to be. Kunai with chain! There's so many different ideas that I've had playing in my head as far as the story goes. And I think, with this particular world, I think I'll combine some of my other stories together. Because I had other characters and, different things that are centered around kids that are growing up in this kind of atmosphere where a lot of the kids are either abandoned or neglected, either by drugs or death, you know, because this is just a crazy world that they're in. Um, and to have your parents still with you is a blessing and a half in real life as well as in this cartoon world. But their drugs are super heinous, and a lot of the killings are just meaningless. It's like, why? And it's like, if you can do all these crazy, wondrous things, you may as well become a superhero and help people. Because obviously the government's given up on them. And I could see the government becoming more corporations and stuff like that that are, you know, out for their own benefit. Some are out for the humans, Team Human, but very few. And it's all to make a buck, or a cred, or a new yen. I hate when it gets like this and I can't adjust it. I'm rubbing the stupid screen, trying to get it to get bigger. Fine, be that way. Just don't burn out. You're so freaking hot right now. So hot. I'm so hot. Okay, was that the last chain? Holy crap, that was the last chain. Okay, so let's see. We'll keep some of the bottom layer here. I want to at least keep the, oops, be on the right one. Let's make that a little bigger. And I want to be on this layer. You don't want to erase. Where's this layer? Oh. That's the image layer. Oh, it won't let me erase the image layer. Okay, fine, be that way. Alright, so I'm going to have to be a special and draw this line. You know, I do have a thing that lets me draw lines, but it kind of sucks. Squeeze. Squeeze, damn you. Get it. Yeah, like I said, it sucks. Okay. Let me see. Can I make the... It won't get any smaller. Maybe if I use a different shape. Yeah, it's so hard to use. Okay, bump it. It is what it is. I'll draw it later, or just try to freehand it. It's just to the point where it's like it's not even freaking worth it. All right. I need to vary my angles up and stuff. Okay. So are we there? Are we there? Come on. Come down. Okay, there we go. All right. We are good enough for government work. Okay, so will you really not let me erase? Okay, so I can't do anything about this image layer. I didn't draw the circle on this one. Shoot. Fine. I'll play with these again. There's got to be an easier way of doing this. Let's see, will this let me... There we go. It's like I can't grab it. Come on. Trying to get it to move. Okay, bump it. Let me see if I can get this thing to get bigger. There we go. And it just appears wherever the hell it wants. There we go. Oh, almost. Almost perfect. Okay, good enough for government work. Let's put you on that layer. Or actually, we'll put it on, yeah, we'll put it on this layer. Good enough. Whew. Dang, like pulling teeth. Son of a biscuit eater. Okay, let's come back to the chain layer, and we'll just add a little bit more, a few more links. Let's see, just for giggles. Come on, you. There we go. Come on. Bump it. Okay. Alright, so if I turn that off, I should at least give a hint to where this card is that he's holding. Nah. Let's see, I didn't draw the eyes in for the googly eyes. I think that's good enough for government work. I'm tired of playing with this program. This is why I'm always in Procreate more than anything. Okay, so let's see, we'll merge. Okay, we'll delete. We'll delete or hide. Okay, and then we'll copy. Okay, let's see. Oops. Alright, and then create another layer, or let's see, clipboard. Yay! Now, I don't think it's, it is! It's transparent. Okay. That was bare before. I didn't know how to make it come over here to transparency. Alright. Okay, so, it's like, I feel like sighing is like, I'm home. Okay. Alright. But the lines are not as nice. Let's see. Whoops. It's a big freaking card, Kim. No, it's not a card. That's not a card. Okay, let's do this. I want to be able to see part of the card. Oops. Let's do it slowly. It's a long card. Much better. Woof. Oh my god, like pulling teeth. Okay. Alright. And I think I want to see if I can get 7 of whatever. Let's see, add text. Okay, edit style. We'll bring the size down really small. And let's see. First I thought this one particular thing said idiot, but it's die dot. It's kind of nice. Let's see if there's anything else here. Something kind of pretty. Georgia's pretty. Bodoni is nice. I kind of like Bodoni. Let's see, small caps. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see, I think I'll do Bodoni. This is nice too. Okay, we'll do Academy. Alrighty. And here's the fun part, making it move. Close enough. Okay. And we'll just erase part of this if we can. Let's see. It'd be cool if it would go over his fingers, but 7 of chains. Okay. All right, let's do some coloring. Let's see. I was just thinking of putting something behind him. Okay, we'll put this down here. And coloring's pretty fast. I like to select in order to keep things straight here. And I think what I'll do in order to protect this, I'm going to lock this layer. It's what I should have been doing before. There we go. To keep myself from ruining stuff. And then I'll lock this one too, just for giggles. Or actually, yeah, I'll lock it. Okay. All right. Good enough for government work. All right, you. We'll do black ears. And we'll, oops. Okay, let's try again. I want to zoom in so I can see it better. But this thing is being a bear. I'm like rubbing the screen again. There we go. Come on. Nice iPad. Okay. It's like I've given it all you got, Captain. Yeah. Oops. Follow the lines, Kim. That's what they're there for. Alright. And then this is going to be... Whoops. I forgot. You're supposed to hit add. Not quite in the line. Okay. Follow the line. Well, I'm glad my life doesn't depend on me following these damn lines. Let's see. Make sure I get all of that. And just keep hitting add. Okay, and then add. Where else do I want some black? The nose. Let's see. Zoom out. And add. Almost went to the wrong place again. I want to zoom in. Fine. Nose. Let's see. Okay. Did I say this was going to be short? Okay. Put his paw on the outside here. His stomach is acting up. Okay, so I'm going to do like a not a pit bull, pug color. Let's see, so I'm going to do it more of a creamier color, a little bit lighter, and let her rip. And then around in this area, let's use a little bit of black, maybe a gray. We'll use the pug color with the gray. Give him like that 5 o'clock shadow. And we'll change that to the soft brush. Oh, a little smaller. And we'll put that on the paws here. All right. Let me back that up a bit. I want that on his arm. Okay, so we got that going on. Maybe let's see, we'll do another layer with, we'll drop that. With like the deeper shadows. Let's see, where would be a deeper shadow? These are going to be lit up. And we'll do it down here. And maybe underneath his chin. And whoops. Let me do it. Nope. It's like good help if you put it there. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Throw a little bit here. And then add maybe a little bit here. And maybe some definitely under his hair. Let's see. These are going to light up, so maybe I'm trying to anticipate where the shadows would show up. Let's see, maybe a little bit there. Let's see, I'll just go ahead and color. Let's see, there should be some shadows cast from his mask here. And then we'll just take this layer and we're going to do the linear burn, and then we'll just drop the opacity so it'll be like that grayish tone. Let's see. And get on another layer. Oops. And go to add. Just throw some white in there. And I think what I'll do is I'll put some kind of like light here around the chains, to get kind of like that, what is that called? Let me see, let's finish these guys. This is going to be fun. Let's see, we'll do this around the outside. And then just kind of like do that fuzz action. Let's see, but is that going to select the inside or the outside? Let me see. I want blue, but like a grayish tone. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to get it on its own layer, so if I do monkey it up, I can always manipulate that layer. Alright, that'll work. Alright, let's see, we'll do the rest here. Oops, I see somebody here that does not belong. Okay, cancel. I'll unlock that later. Well, nah, I won't mess with it. Okay, back to the chains. Let me see if I can just get into... Is it possible? I think it's easier to select and do it. Oops. Yeah, it's faster. If I don't monkey it up by going to anything but add. Let's see. So I'm thinking of some black superheroes or superheroines. So I could do Christy Knight, I think that's her name. Misty Knight, sorry. Let's see. I'm trying to think of who I would combine her with. Oh, remove. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, so I can make a selection and then remove it. Okay. I'm game. Oops. Okay, everywhere where I don't see the little, excuse me, where I don't see the little lines going across here. Okay, so just select all of this. You know, I think what would be interesting is if I do this and the, what is it called? The beholders can't see what's holding them. Like these are like invisible chains for them, but it's like we can't move. Why can't we move? That'd be interesting. Maybe. Let's see. Do this. All right. So those will be the chains there. Crap. Zoomed out too soon. Lovely. Okay, and I also think I should be on this layer here. Let's see, let me do this real quick. We'll drop that. We'll select, and I just want to, oops, let me do that again. Okay, well, on this layer, and just get a brush, maybe a little bit of black, and we'll just fill it in with the shadows here. Even though there really shouldn't be any shadows. Not really. Oh, I see where I missed a chain. Try to get some shadows in there where they would make sense. I wonder if I can light this up right now. Where art thou? No, I'd have to deselect. Let's see. Okay. get back to the chain layer. Oops, wrong color. Why is that turning white? Oh, because I got the wrong brush. I'm like, why are you turning white? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, just quickly fill this in. Try to go as fast as I can here. Just try to fill it in this way. Yeah, I think the selection tool is faster. Let's see, I could do this. Or I could just do that, which is basically the same thing. And just kind of be more precise as it's closer to the camera. Or, yeah, it's closer or easier to see. I know I'm going to have, oh, the card. I don't have the card here. Let's do a wicked big card. How big is it? It's about as big as his head. Let's see. La la la. Need square. Square. We'll use the studio pen. And I'm thinking of maybe making it so that oh shoot, it won't let me out. I forgot what I was going to say. Shucky ducky. Oh well. I totally forgot what I was going to say. I had a whole thing in mind. That happens. What a drag it is getting old. Do 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 do. Let's put it on this layer. Now, this is going to be a fun comic. It's got to be. Gotta have fun with it. Or actually, let's see. Let's go back. We'll come onto this layer. We'll stroke it with some of the black here. Use a harder brush. And Peter Dinklage is awesome. Man, if it would be a freaking honor to have him like be my hero. Oh my gosh. Just gotta write it, Kim. Gotta write it. This is for you, bro. There we go. Do that flat shading thing. All right. Okay, so I can get rid of. I'm trying to think of what layer it's on. But, oops. Unlock it. And we'll see if we can fix some of this stuff here. Put it on another layer. We'll put that beneath. Oh man, my stomach is cramping up. The stomach pains are coming back. Let's see. Kim Art constipated. A little bit too much information, but it is what it is. I'm trying to think of how to do this shape. Okay. Ooh. That's ugly. Let's bring that down some. Okay. And we'll just bring it down a little bit. Make him more on the corner here. You know, it would be cool if he was on like some sort of gargoyle or something. That would have been cool. Let's see, we'll make this big for his shadow. We'll say that this one's really close right here. Okay, and then for this, let's see, instead of doing that, okay, why are you not coloring? Trying to put a color on here. It don't want to work. Oh, because I'm erasing. God, dandruff. It's one of those days. I must be getting tired. Okay, just doing the crest here. Actually, that's a little messy. Let's do this. Because you are not a messy circle. Ooh, that's gross. Okay, let's do this. Use that, and we'll fill it in. There we go. Because I'm imagining that the light is going to be coming from this direction. But then again, these are going to have their own light, so it's going to be strange. Let me back this up then. Maybe I put the light on first and then figure it out from there. Okay. Let's see, will it let me color the chains in with this? Oh, somebody's being special outside. Special motorcycle. Go away, go away, go away. Go bye-bye. Okay, you go bye-bye. Go by very loudly. Okay. Yeah, you're a motorcycle. We get it, we get it. Okay, let's see. Alright, so. Let's do his skin. And his hair. I think he's supposed to be like gray hair. Put it on this layer here. And make him a little paler. And he's got, what kind of eyes were those? They were slitted, and I think they were yellow. Give me a second. Okay, so he's going to have like charcoal colored hair, 5 o'clock shadow, pink nose. Okay, got it. I want to throw that one away. I know that I like it. Alright, go back, go back, go back. Go back to where you were. Crap, I forgot the color of his eyes. You just want to look at your guy, that's all it is, Kim. Let me see if I've got him in my... I probably don't. Okay, I'm assuming that they were yellow. I didn't look at his eyes. I looked at his face, but I didn't look at his eyes. How do you not see his eyes? Yeah, they were yellow. Ish yellow, yeah. Back to this again. Okay. You were right the first time, Kimberly. Stop. I must be getting tired. Okay. So let's go ahead and... Ooh, that's good. Yeah. We'll put it on... Yeah, we'll leave it on this layer. Just do this sort of thing. Actually, I should have put it on the other layer. Oh well. If wishes were horses, we'd all be flying. Whoops. Not right. Let's try a different yellow. We'll use this one. Oh, I didn't want to do that. There we go. And we'll use a little bit of brown. Go around. Maybe like a bright yellow. About right here. Oops. I'm supposed to go to add, woman. Add. Saw you. Add. Add. Let's see. Where else do we want to add? Maybe a little bit right here. Maybe. Whoops. Okay, add. And then we'll do this. Let's see. Any place else needs white? Oh, I forgot to put his hand in color. Oh well. I think I'll just color it like the paw color. Anything else need white? We'll put it on the card. Nah, we won't put it on the card. We'll make the card a different color. Let's see. We do need it here. Let's see. And I'm thinking that maybe it should reflect his eyes on the costume should reflect what he's going through in, as well. I'll put this on his nose. Let's see, we'll drop that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Back to this layer. And we'll do some trying to think of what would be in shadow. This is going to cast a light here, so let me drop that. So this part of his face will probably catch a bit of the shadow. Let's see, maybe this part of his nose. Oops. Let's see. Maybe if I just hand color it. Let's see. We'll use the soft brush. This will definitely be in shadow. underneath his hair. All right. And then in his paws, let's see, what color? Okay, that is the thing. Let me see if maybe I can do this. Come on. This is a disobedient computer. Let's see, we'll make it softer. But first, let's go ahead and select. We'll give him like darker paws. Why isn't it coming? I'm trying to think. Why? Oh, because it's being colored on a different layer. So wherever this layer is, let me see. Okay, let's see if it'll take that color now. There we go. Good enough for government work. Why not? And then we'll just take it darker. What layer am I on? I'm on the right layer. 'Tis the layer I want to be on. I need to give him a doggy name. Something that this goddess would call him. Okay, so the color on this card shall be, let's see. Let's see, the orbs are kind of grayish. I could do, let's do, I'm trying to think. Opposite of blue would be red. Like here across from it. Let's see, I could do orange. Let's see, we're gonna do a lot of somewhere in this region, this cool color history. Let's see, let's do harmony. Bring that up, and we'll see a lot of that. So we could make it green. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Let's make it green. And we'll see what kind of colors this thing pops out at us. I'm going to use the light pen or light brush, and then I'm going to use the color green and see what that gives us. Let's bring this up a bit more. Oh, I love how it's lighting it up for us. What layer am I on? It's not the layer I really wanted to be on, but it is what it is. It's handling its business. Let's see. And then we'll make the card. There should be chains on this card. And we'll light up the eyes. Let's see. We'll bring it down a bit. Nah. Let's see, we need to put it on its own layer. There we go. And maybe or maybe it's the costume that gives him his power. That would be kind of cool. So he has to play the fool in order to be a superhero. forgot there's a guy over here that needs to be done. Let's see. Let's get back to black. That doesn't suck. We also need to throw some of that color on his face here. Maybe around the edges here. From this card reflecting. And we'll put that around his arms here. That does not suck. We'll just kind of light him up along with the card. All right. Work your magic, bro. Yeah, Peter Dinklage would totally frickin' rock this. Okay, and then in addition to that, we should have another texture. Let's see. Some sort of magic texture. Something with... See, I like water because it looks like... oops. It looks like lightning bolts. Let's see, we'll just put it around the card. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It looks like fun. Looks like fun. We'll just put it around the edges here. Okay. Let's do a little bit of texture on his face and maybe some coloring. Let's see, we'll bring it back to disc. Let's see. And I think I'll use a little bit of my source image. Okay, and he also has a 5 o'clock shadow. And I think I want it about the same tone as the pug. I'm trying to think, what did I use? I either used splatter. Let's see. Put it on a different layer. Let's see. I don't want to combine anything just yet. I don't mind combining this one though. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Trying to remember which one I was using. Okay, let's see. That's not, it didn't change. Okay, bring this down a bit. That's not quite what I used. Let's see, how about, is it the fur? me try the short hair. Let me do this. Oops. Can't tell if it's even on there or not. Okay, let's see. No. This is frustrating. Let me see. It's on the wrong layer anyway. I'll leave it. Let's see. Why are you not showing? There we go. Am I too zoomed in? Because usually it just comes out like a splatter. Oh, because I'm on the wrong brush. There we go. Let me do something. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe it's smaller. Take that. I don't want it to be that precise. What I don't understand is why it's not coming out the way I want it. Let me try a different brush then. Let's see, we got touch-ups. There we go. Like these noise brushes. That's too much. I don't want to taint up all his skin. Okay. Do I want to... Nah. Stubble. Was that what I used? Let me see. Yep, I think I used stubble. It works. Alright, alright. And then we'll give him a pink nose. No stubble. We'll use a soft brush. Make it a little bit bigger. A little bit more diffused. Too big. It's a little pink, too pink, but no red. There we go. Give him a little bit of tonage in his face here. Throw a little bit of brown in there. a little bit darker. Stubble might look really good for a short haircut too. Okay, gray hair. And then I think I'll pretty much call it for the night. And then finish the rest later. Oops. Let's see, we'll bring this down really small. And hopefully it'll show. Okay, we're going to probably have to go in with another brush. Bring that up a little bit. Whoops, too much. We'll use the other one, short hair. We'll get some of these hairs to connect. And then, let's see, we'll use Studio Pen. Bring it down even as small as I can get it. Okay, maybe not Studio Pen. I think Soft Brush gets really small. Do some dark tones in it. It's supposed to be more gray. Use a little bit of this pink around the rims here. Alright, for those of you who are just joining, I'll go ahead and do a quick replay before I call it a night. This is the 30-day superhero challenge, and today's challenge is heavy lifting. Now I have a character who, if you're familiar with Peter Dinklage, he is the inspiration for it, but he's a giant and he uses tarot cards. And I think this little suit amplifies his tarot cards, his tarot card power. He can read your future and probably end it at the same time. And so he's a giant with the body of a little person, but he's a giant little person. These are going to be beholder eyes. I think I'll add more to it later, and I'll show you guys what it looks like at the very, very end. But it's getting late, and I gotta let you go. And but so this is where we are so far. He's using his tarot card Seven of Chains to bind these guys here, and they're pretty heavy. They're like mobile suits. And I'll go ahead and describe how we got this far. All right, so I brought, oops, wait a minute, did it not show? Oh, there's two parts to this. Here's the original drawing and how we got there. I had started off pretty much right before, and while I was doing laundry, and I decided to take the most unlikely of characters and make him into this prompt. And I think with him, I think he could be all kinds of sizes. So maybe if he blows his wad as far as magic goes, maybe he ends up his true height, which is short. But when he's full of magic, maybe he's a giant, you know, giant at times. So what I did is I basically did my sketches in Procreate here, and I will carry it off into Adobe Draw. Because just wild hair up my butt, I liked how Adobe Draw's lines are nice and crisp and beautiful, very readable. And so I'm thinking about doing my outlines in Adobe Draw from here on out. Uh, also, Adobe Draw does not have the same capabilities as Procreate does. Like making nice sharp angles, it's a bear and a half to do. Making circles, oh God, just making shapes at all are like is pure hell. So this was the sketch that I brought into Adobe Draw. And then from Adobe Draw, let me see, I'm gonna have to go into that program to see what we did. Come on, baby, you can do it. Wake up. Let's see. And time lapse. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Because I closed off the background, you can't see anything. Let me bring this back up. All right. Take two. Time lapse. So I brought it into Adobe Draw, and the lines are absolutely beautiful. My line work is still needs a little bit of work, but a little bit of work, a lot more practice, but it is what it is. Yep. So this is where I had created all these chains. Like, I guess it took me about an hour to do the chains. It must have been. Okay, and then we come back into Procreate so that we can color. And that is where you guys have found me. Let me go back to the gallery. And here's where we are thus far. And I'll go ahead and then do a quick replay. And then basically I put the words on, Seven of Chains, and started coloring him like a pug. I've started to decide that he is going to, his main outfit's going to be a pug. Whenever he's pissed off at his goddess, he'll try to rip it off, only to find out there's still another pug outfit underneath. She sends him out to go stir stuff up, you know. She's a young goddess, has nothing else better to do with her time. And sends him to our main character to kind of stir shit up a little bit. He indulges the goddess. What can you do? She's a goddess. But yeah. And I think whenever he comes, if he's like super huge and stuff, these things get in his way. They're sentinels that go around the city and try to keep the peace. And basically, that's how far I've gotten. I just need to do a background and fill in the beholder eyes, beholder mechs, and I think I want to do a little bit more to that because this is what it looks like on the inside of trying to pilot these damn things. You've got a little man inside that is controlling it. Usually one person controls one color, but he's controlling all of the colors because he's like the captain. They basically look like this when they're full beast mode type of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun drawing these little eyes and stuff, but I think I've gotten it to the point where I want the tendrils to come out like little energy beams with the little balls of light, and whatever those little light colors are, like green could be poison, red could be I don't know, laser beams, yellow could be something, you know, each one of them has a different type of attribute to it. This is the captain's, he's got all of them, but maybe each one of the subordinates has a different one that they can control. He's special because he's an elf. An elf in human clothing. But that's where we are thus far. You guys, thank you so much for taking the time to pop in, say hi, and see what the heck I'm working with. Yeah, the pictures get kind of zany. This here was Cowering in Fear. This was week 2, I think day 1, week 2, or week day 8, I believe. Cowering in Fear. And yeah, and I go through what my thought process is as I'm creating these. This was yesterday's, busting through a corrugated door or a corrugated wall. Um, this one's getting somewhere fast, and it's a lot of fun. I love the thought process behind it, like, and it all comes just from drawing the character and trying to make things make sense. It's like, why are you like half naked, chick, uh, and flying through the air? But yeah, we'll get to that. And hopefully you guys will take a look at my comic when it comes out, and hopefully we'll have some fun with it. All right, you guys, I will see you on the morrow, and hopefully I will have this picture done and ready to do the next one. Tomorrow's challenge is going to be, I think, let's see. Tomorrow's challenge is opposite gender version. Okay, I've got 2 choices for that. And I'll talk about those tomorrow if you haven't been with me the entire time. If you like what you see, like and subscribe, and offer suggestions if you like. I'm open to suggestions on every character because all of these guys are random. They're completely generated through Seventh Sanctum, at least their attributes, and then as my rabbit ass mind keeps going and the pencil is flowing, and I come up with other ideas. So you guys have a great one, and again, thank you for coming. Again, for those who are just joining us, here you go. I will do the last few seconds here of the replay. Yeah, this story is really coming along in my mind really crazy. Now it's all just making it all make sense. But a lot of these, if you ever want to write and you just don't know what the hell to write, go to seventhsanctum.com. They're not I'm not, getting paid or anything like that by them. I just find it a very wonderful free resource on writing, and for artists, for a few things, you could come up with some really interesting crap. So, I mean, really interesting stuff. There's also one that has a, what is it called? Anime generator, so you can create your own little anime characters based on their prompts. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.